Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and with It Chapter 2 releasing tomorrow, I thought it would be fun to give you my personal top 5 Stephen King films. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. You can also find me over Twitter and Instagram at MovieGuy365, as well as the Disney Magic Hour podcast. I will leave a link for that in the description. All right, it is finally here. It Chapter 2, after a long 2-year wait, we are finally getting the conclusion of this massive story by Stephen King, and I couldn't be happier. I'm very excited. I have my tickets for the 4DX showing today. I'm just beyond excited. I want to see this movie in the worst way. I am a big fan of the book, and it's just, I just got me thinking about some of the better Stephen King films. Now, I thought I'd give you my top 5 Stephen King film adaptations. Now, this list is going to be, as every top 5 list, definitely not going to agree with everything here. You're going to have your own top 5 list. I encourage you to put those top 5 films in the comments below. I'm anxious to see what you're going to put down there. But for me, these are a list of top 5 Stephen King films, whether Stephen King likes them or not, hint hint, and just what I feel are the better films in the series. Now, the guy ranges everywhere from horror to drama, and I'll tell you up front, I kind of lean a little more towards the drama writings. I think as far as film adaptations go, when I read the books, I think I gear a little bit more towards the horror. Those are some of my favorites. So that goes to show you some of the adaptations that more are of a horror nature I'm not a huge fan of. But the drama ones, I think, are some of the most well-done films that I would say even belong in top 100s on like the AFI, that sort of thing. So I'm going to give you my top 5. Now, I'm not going to include It Chapter 1 in this list. I feel that would kind of just, I want to highlight other films outside of It. I love It. I am a big fan of the film. I think Manchetti as a director was awesome. I think he did a great job. And I also feel that it's kind of like, it kind of goes with the Avengers Infinity War Endgame kind of thing, where they maybe should be judged together. I'm definitely going to do a video about that at some point in the future, and I will also be covering It Chapter 2 later tonight, so if you want to check out that video, stay tuned for that. So this is my personal top 5 as far as Stephen King films go. My number, and I'm not really going to put these in any particular order, so I'll just say that off the bat. These are just random. It's just 5 through 1, but it's not like this one is more than that one. I just want to give you my general top 5. So on my number 5 is The Green Mile. I think as far as the dramas go, this is one of his best, and I'll admit it, like, I still haven't technically finished the book. I have read up to, like, I would say the last 100 pages or so. I know they were initially issued in separate stories or chapters, that kind of thing, and at that point it just got too much to kind of keep up with at that point in my life, so I still actually have to go back and finish it. I really should do that. But as far as the film adaptation goes, I think it's amazing. I am just completely, like, emotional every time I watch this film, and I know things end differently in the film versus the book, spoilers, but it's just, I enjoy this film immensely. I really do. I think Tom Hanks is brilliant in this one. I think the whole cast is brilliant. Sam Rockwell, like, I think this is definitely one of those films that put him on the map. I know he had some stuff before that, but I think this is definitely one of those that, you know, really helped his career. My number 4, once again, keep in mind, this is not in any particular order, is The Shining. I could really do a separate video, and I think I will at some point, about my feelings on The Shining. I know we're getting a 4K edition of this coming out at the end of October. I'm very excited for that one. But once again, you know, when Ready Player One came out, it really reminded me how much I love the movie, and the homage to it in that film was brilliant. And I just recently rewatched Ready Player One, and I was like, you know, this is a quintessential Stephen King movie. It really is. Once again, I could go in all day on this one and really talk about it, but yeah, number 4 would definitely be The Shining. Now, as far as horror films go, my number 3, I threw one in. I would say it's probably nowadays very underrated, and I think another film, and I'll kind of cheat a little bit and talk about this in a second, but another film kind of along the same lines is kind of viewed in a more favorable light than this one. But I really love Christine. I mean, this is probably, like, I'm not a car guy. I'm really not. And I mean, I like them, and I appreciate them for you know as far as what they are. But I was never like drawn to this movie, and it wasn't until later in my life that I really became to appreciate like such a good horror film and such a good like Carpenter movie. And you know, you got John Carpenter adapting Stephen King. That's a great match, and I really love Christine. I think it holds up well. And also, going back to the 4K thing for a minute, if you haven't seen it on 4K, you really need to, because this looks like a brand new film, and it's amazing how good it looks for a film of its age. But yeah, Christine, I think it has all the elements of great horror film, suspense, thriller, and it just holds up so well. It's an awesome film. My number 2 is going to be Shawshank Redemption. Once again, veering more towards the drama side. And if you've seen season 1 of Castle Rock, you know the Shawshank Prison also features into that show. But the movie itself it's timeless. It's kind of a thriller. It's suspense, and it has a lot of heart, and just you feel everything for Andy Dufresne, and it's just an amazing film accomplishment, in my opinion. I would say it's one of my favorite movies ever. Like, definitely my top 50. I mean, no discussion about it. But I think Shawshank Redemption just has so much going for it. I love this film, I really do, and I think you need to watch it if you are a Stephen King fan. It has so much going for it, and it's, you know, it technically was a short story. And it's just a phenomenal film, and it gets me like right here every single time. And that end scene, every time there's a tear, and it's so amazing. I love that film. And my personal number 1, and it's once again not in any particular order, but it is Stand By Me, which recently just got a 4K release, which looks amazing. I will go ahead and link that video at the end of this one if you want to check out my review. Stand By Me, another short story. And it's funny, because if you didn't know any better, you'd have no idea Stephen King wrote this, because it's a timeless film. Rob Reiner made a timeless movie, and it happens to be a Stephen King film, and I think it's phenomenally done. It's sad, it's heartbreaking, but it's also just, it's life for, you know, it's a well-written story. I mean, it's so much to love here. And I think Stand By Me still is one of my favorite movies. Brilliant. All I can say about it is absolutely brilliant. All right, now it's your turn. Let me know in the comments below, what are your top 5 personal Stephen King films? Also, are you going to see It Chapter 2? You definitely should. I can't wait for tonight. Definitely look for that review later today. I'm excited to see it. And once again, let me know your top 5 in the comment section below. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.